So Serayah and Joey Bada was caught on camera arguing, and whatever he's saying to her, he's like, I don't care. You can read his body language. He do not care. He's like, I don't care. He's like, all right, yeah, bet. And she's like, why are you doing this to me? I don't understand why you being so mean. This is hurting me so bad. Like, first of all, what the public is not gonna do is gaslight me. We're gonna get into this, but we're gonna watch this through. Y'all see if y'all can see what I can see. She crying, and then he just acting nonchalant. He do not care. He do not care. Ladies, these tears do not move these men. It's manipulation. Look, and he's like, man, look, they looking at us, man. Come on, come here. Let me act like I care. Let me act like. So what I'm not about to let the public do to me or society and social media is gaslight me. I know what I saw. They're arguing publicly. Anytime a man is confident arguing with a woman in public, his woman in public is a no-go for me because it screams unstable. If a man is going to embarrass his woman and start confrontation with his woman in the public eye where he cannot contain himself, to me, it's red flag, straight up. It kind of just shows what goes on behind closed doors, because if a man is already kind of like fussing at you, flinging his arms, going off about whatever, he couldn't save it. There's a lot of emotion there, that he's very an emotional man, and he's a very, very an emotional man because he couldn't even hold it until they got into a place where it's just them. No, he's going off on her in the middle of the street. What y'all not about to do is normalize this, because if you was to see somebody in the street arguing with their man and the man is yelling at them and she's crying, you're not going to look at that relationship like that's a good relationship. You're going to be looking at it like concerned, like, is she okay? Because if he's doing this in public, imagine what he does behind closed doors. I've personally been in relationships like this where I'm out to eat and he's going off on me. He's mad. He's making a scene. He's making a show. And I'm like, really? Like, what you're doing right now is like publicly humiliating me. You're publicly embarrassing me and you're making a scene, and now you're getting me wild up and riled up where now I'm crying publicly and I'm crying and I'm looking emotional in front of the public. And then you can see the body language. He really don't care. She's like so stressed out to the point where she's crying in public, and they're public figures. So they know that people are probably watching them. And in that moment, he did not care. He did not care about nothing in that moment about whatever was going on, or that, hey, maybe somebody's watching or filming us. No, in that moment, he's going off. And the whole time, she's like, at this point, she's reaching her limit and breaking down crying. And like, let me tell you something, ladies, the tears with a lot of men, it do not work. They do not care. If anything, there's two types of men. One where they like, man, come on, stop all that crying. It makes them feel bad. And then there's the other type where the tears actually, they're happy that you're crying. They get like a pleasure from stressing you out and feeling some type of control over you, where it makes them feel like they broke you down. And I would actually say, even with the first type where they don't like you crying, it makes them feel bad because you are making them feel like they are the bad guy in that moment. And they're like, man, here she go making me look bad, you know? So it may not even be a sincerity with that. And it took him finally, after shrugging his shoulders, looking away, looking forward, not caring about her distress, not caring about her crying, sitting there boo-hoo crying. It took him looking over, seeing that they were being filmed, for him to go, oh, man. And he even goes to the camera, man, look, they looking and stuff. And then he proceeds to grab her and wrap his arm around her and lean her backwards as he tells her, man, people are watching us. So it didn't take her crying. It didn't take y'all being out in the public. It didn't take, let's talk about this in a timely fashion. No, it took somebody filming them for him to realize, oh, I got to care about my public image, because he didn't care about hers. He cared about his public image in that moment. And when I made a comment on this, somebody goes, you don't even know what's going on. You're just jealous of their relationship. I'm jealous of a relationship that has a woman crying publicly. I've been there, done that. I'm at peace. I'm happy. I don't think that I have anything to be jealous about of anybody's relationship. And what y'all not gonna do is gaslight me to make me feel like I should be jealous of a woman who is being distraught and argument, a public argument that is happening, and he do not care. He's shrugging his shoulders. He don't give a damn what she's talking about. Just like y'all can assume, oh, it's probably not even a big deal. No, she is boohoo crying as a star. She's a famous woman, and she's boohoo crying in the street, and he's arguing with her in the street. Do y'all see any other famous? Like, he does not care. He didn't care. He didn't care to protect her. And for me, protection is everything. And if you are not going to protect me publicly, at least where I don't have to deal with the backlash. Not only are we dealing with an argument, not only am I emotionally distraught, now I got the public perceptions and giving their commentary on our relationship because you plan to stick around. So what y'all not gonna do is gaslight me and say, oh, you're just jealous or you don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what they was arguing about, but I do know one thing. No arguments, especially the two people that they are, public figures, no argument is worth a public dispute like that. You don't get on the phone at your job and be arguing back and forth with your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend and think that's okay. It's not okay. It's not professional. And it makes you look unstable. It makes you look like you cannot calm down and talk about it later. Or at least if y'all gonna argue behind closed doors. Because y'all already know there's one thing with public perception. There's one way you act in the public. Y'all don't just get rowdy in front of everybody in the family or everybody at work or even the public and stuff like that. Y'all wait to contain that and go behind closed doors and duke it out where there's no judgment, right? But it just brought me back to when I had relationships where it was like we were at a restaurant, he's raising his voice at me, he's going off. Like it makes you feel so small inside when a man tends to argue with you in the public eye. I don't know what it is, and if you know the word for it and why I may have felt that way, or maybe women have felt that way, I don't know what it is. It just gives unstable. It just gives like, why are you doing this? Why are you embarrassing? Why are you escalating the situation even worse, even more? Like, why are you not protecting our public? Like, why are you not protecting us in that moment? I don't do relationships like that. I don't do drama. I don't do public spouts. Like, I try to avoid them because they just makes me feel like uncomfortable, and I can't really just like, it just gives unstable. And this is why we cannot romanticize public relationships, celebrity relationships, any of that, because you never know what is going on behind closed doors. And there is nothing to be jealous about when it comes down to a relationship like that, where the man is yelling in the middle of the street, going off, looking like he don't care. I know that look. Like, the tears ain't moving him. He don't give a damn. And he only consoled her when he realized that a camera was on them. Then that's when he wanted to go into character. Joey Bada, you not fooling nobody and you not fooling me. I don't know what it is, but if y'all gonna stay together, take that shit in the inside. But what y'all not gonna do is gaslight me to make me feel like that is normal, because that's not. Let me know your comments below in the comment section, because I would love to hear your feedback on this.